And really it represents what's going on with humanity, because there's so much noise in the world, we can hardly hear our own voice. Ooh. There's so much noise in the world, and I'm waiting for Instagram now, because now it's Facebook. Facebook came in, now Instagram is taking a little pause. Instagram, where are you? So Daniel Bolin, excuse us for the interruption. As soon as Facebook went off, now Instagram. No, as soon as Facebook. Anyways, that's not important right now. So the reason why I wanted to share this message. And Instagram, you're not working at all, are you? We're going to continue. The thing about it is what's going on right now is, if you look all around you, the energies are starting to now, see, now Instagram is off. Excuse us 1 second. So what's going on with the global temperature, or the season, which is really the shifts? They're global shifts, and these are what we call seasons. And right now the energy is really it's constricting. It's really, no, it's going within. The energies are going within, just like when you see trees. And there we go. As soon as I was taking the cords off to go back. Patty Maya's Wheezy, blessings.
The resistance is incredible.
We can't even upload on Instagram.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, it's not something like woohoo, or it's because something's not wanting this to broadcast. It's because there's a lot of people. And I was telling Ali that we're sharing one cell tower. I believe there's one or two. There's one by the house, and there's one right down that way. So when you're sharing a cell tower, you're bound to have resistance, because there's so many people trying to use the same frequency, the same streaming.
And also because your messages.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm saying, but outside of that, it's because, we might have nature's gathering at our home, because it's like when we do it this time in the afternoon, there's so many people broadcasting that we won't have signal to do it. Just like if you could tell, our Instagram is not uploaded. So the thing about it is we're going to make it short and sweet, because we don't want the signal to go back out again, and then you guys don't get the message. But really right now, the energies are going inside. If you look at all of nature, all of the energy goes inside. And there's animals that hibernate. There's trees that, they shift their colors. They even drop their leaves. They die. And even the expertise of my wife, she's, constantly reminding me that, there's certain times that you can cut a tree that you can't cut it in another
season.
Yeah, I'm shifting. And my body's shifting too, just like I was telling you, beautiful souls, is that I'm going through a shift in my body, but I'm welcoming that shift, because it's only going to make me stronger. It's only going to make my body more resilient, more whole, because I'm letting go of the old. And that's what's happening right now. So the one thing that I want to recommend, just for right now, to finish our nature's gathering, is to really go within this season. Because so many people, even drinking water, so many people don't drink water because now it's cooler, but they don't realize that their body is getting dehydrated. So that represents the spirit. How many of us don't realize we're being dehydrated from spirit? Or not dehydrated, but we're being malnourished because we don't feed our spiritual or soul, because we're so caught up in the external. And the thing about it is, just like we don't feel the sensitivity of when we need to drink water, because the coolness, it manipulates our senses, that we become dehydrated, and not till our body's falling apart do we realize it. So this is actually a micro-macro, or a reflection of the soul's progress. Right now is so important to go within. Because so many people, why do you think there's so many holidays in this time? The reason why there's so many holidays is because people that know, they know keep people distracted with their physical life. That's why they'll continue to be distracted with their external lives. And that's how they be consumers. Getting people to consume. I mean, look what's coming up. And I'm not putting things down, but I'm even going to ask people to align with us and don't buy Christmas trees. I mean, look how much damage we're doing on a global level of buying Christmas trees to celebrate one day a year, to put trees on the bottom of a tree, to put gifts on the bottom of a tree so that we can celebrate Christmas once a year. But how many trees are being cut down? How much of nature is being, I'm going to say it, raped and abused because we want to celebrate one day a year? So I'm going to do a boycott. If I don't get to do it this year, it's going to set the pace for next year. That we stop cutting down trees. That we stop cutting down trees to celebrate once a year. A holiday that can be celebrated with family. Why do we need a tree? Why can't we celebrate the spirit of the holiday, which is giving, serving? So, I know there's not going to be too much welcomed, and I'm going to ask another boycott that I want to do, that I want to inspire people to do, is stop drinking. Stop doing drugs. And that's not me judging you. There's a shift going on. There's a paramount shift, a very huge shift going on right now. And if you get caught sleeping in your senses, then only the one to blame is ourselves. And how many celebrations and we drink? How many celebrations and we get high? I mean, I'm going to just call it like it is. We went to Mount Shasta and so many people are getting high. So many people are doing drugs that are spiritual. And it's like, this is from my own experience. How do you expect to be awakened to your senses, to your deeper sensory, if you're bombarding it with external senses, external stimulation? And that's no different than when I'm talking about street drugs, whether legal or illegal. Just because marijuana was legalized, I'm going to tell you from personal experience, marijuana dumbs our cognitive abilities. It desensitizes our cognitive abilities. And some people will argue the fact that I become more productive, but at the end of the day, it's not allowing you to connect with you. Unless you go through a shamanistic experience that somebody who reveres and honors and respects the plant medicine initiates you. Or that you have that reverence and that initiation and that experience. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, I get high off water. I get high off the breath. I get high off life. Because it's a shamanistic experience for me to experience life every day.
And guess what Daniel just said? That he planted a Christmas tree last year in his front yard. So now this year, so see the alignment?
Giving back, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Boy.
So before we get cut off, excuse me, I don't mean to cut us off, but I don't want to...
Before we get cut off again.
Yeah, I don't want the telephone to go off again. So we're going to pause this one. And you know what? I'm going to trust that everything that was said. Because with so much chaos in the world, it's up to you what you do with this chaos. Do you want to continue to blame the chaos and the confusion on other people? Or do you want to take responsibility? Where are you putting your attention? Where are you putting your focus? What are you meditating on? And if you'd like to dive deeper, we have our course. We're in halfway mark of the course. We might be extending it a little bit more because we just love what we're doing. We just love what we do and be. But you can also sign up for our twice a month class, which is the Neutral Zone, which I'll be sharing this week, why we call it the Neutral Zone. And I might be sharing it live here soon on why a long time ago I had an idea to create a neutral zone. And this came from my experience from the life that I used to live. So if you'd like to experience a place of neutrality where you can come as you are, be loved as you are, and not judged whatever experience you're experiencing, whether you want to talk about politics, religion, subjects that are off topic that most people don't want to talk about, whether you want to talk about silly subjects, whether you want to talk whatever subjects, they're all subjects that need to be talked about. And we're all here to grow and fold and mature and realize who we are together. Remember to realize who we are together. So we'll see you on the next Nature's Inner Gathering. But for now, also if you'd like to take advantage of our private one-on-ones, which is a whole nother level of experience, what are you waiting for? So here we are, willing and ready to serve you, because who are you listening to? Are you listening to someone who... Anyways, I won't finish that sentence. Or do you want to listen to people that are experiencing real time, real life, what this journey is really about? And even I haven't even discovered a percentage of it yet. And I'm getting high off life, the breath, love, myself. Even being under the weather right now, I'm enjoying this experience. I mean, you can hear my voice. And I don't have anything. This is just a shift. This is just, the seasonal shift. So, if you can love the most resistant of experiences, you're free. But if you can't embrace the little resistance, then you're being enslaved to your own brain that you've allowed to irresponsibly let it unfold in a way that convinces you of something that you're not. And I'm going to tell you, there's another way. There's a deeper path. There's a more genuine path that the brain is designed and ready and willing to serve you. But it serves the heart. Come from the heart, and your life will never be the same. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you on the next Nature's Inner Gathering. Please share these videos. Please share with your family and your friends and your community, because the world needs to hear this message. The world needs to hear their message from themselves to themselves, because that's all we're our reflections of. Thank you.
And I just want to leave you with one thing that Michael said about addictions. Just watch out that your addiction, if it doesn't come from a bottle, from something you smoke or drink, the addiction
Or something you watch.
The addiction could come from that behavior that I had. So not to be addicted to those emotions and to those reactions, that does not help us grow.
You inspire me so much. And
Don't wait till
you get pronounced like a certain amount of days or months to live. So many people are waiting for something to just be so devastating that they say, okay, enough is enough. Don't wait. You're more worthy than you can imagine, and that's how you show how worthy you are. Don't wait. Take action today. Love yourself today. Get to know yourself today. And live today.